I'd like to welcome all 10 of us to the June 28th, 2024 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please. Here.
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting of June 20th, 2024.
Motion to approve those minutes.
And you,
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Recommend.
need to recommend. I recommend the approval of those minutes.
and I concur.
Okay.
Bid openings, 165th Street and State Line Road intersection improvements. And it looks like there is one bid from Reith Riley out of Gary, Indiana. Yeah, that's nice. Got the bid bond, the bid proposal, the Form 96, and the non-collusion affidavit. And their bid is $442,445. Again, that's $442,445. Forward that to engineering, Mark.
Okay. Motion to forward the bid to engineering for review by the consultant's tabulation and recommendation. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be recommending again. That's a recommendation.
That's okay, I
It's a
concur.
recommendation.
I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna move on to number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives. Anybody? Okay, going on, correspondence, letter A. Correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, requesting the approval of the retirement of Lieutenant Robert Tishy, who has served the citizens of Hammond for more than 29 years, effective the close of business on June 22nd, 2024, requesting the approval for Officer Christopher Doty to receive ET specialty pay effective June 12th, 2024, and the resignation of Correctional Officer Michael Jackson.
I recommend the approval of Chief Short's request.
And I concur. Letter B, correspondence received from Bernard Grisolia, Fire Chief, requesting the approval of retirement of Senior Captain Jeffrey Dixon, who has served the citizens of Hammond for more than 34 years, effective July 1st, 2024, requesting the approval of the following promotions. Captain Brian Robinson be promoted to the rank of Senior Captain, Engineer Gregory Johns be promoted to the rank of Captain, and Private Martin Padilla be promoted to the rank of Engineer, all effective July 1st, 2024.
I recommend the approval of Chief Grisolia's request.
And I concur. Letter C, correspondence received from Eileen Ibarra, Special Events Coordinator, requesting to close the 5400 block of Oakley Street on July 11th, 2024, from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. for the Festival of the Lakes launch party.
Recommendation to approve.
And I concur. Letter D, correspondence received from Felix Gonzalez, Director of Public Works, requesting to place no parking this side street signs on the west side of Linden Avenue to 174th Place, submitted for approval. Yeah,
Recommendation to approve.
keep talking about it. And I concur. Letter E, correspondence received from Dayspring Ministries, requesting to close the Maywood Street between Sibley and State Street on August 3rd, 2024, from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. for their annual back-to-school rally for the community and rummage sale. No, we've done it before.
Okay. Recommendation to approve.
And I concur. Letter F, correspondence received from Father Nick Markowitz from the Salvatorian Fathers Our Lady of Chenstokhova Shrine, requesting assistance and approval for their annual Marian pilgrimage for Saturday, August 10th, 2024, with attached route.
I recommend the approval.
And I concur. That was amazing.
Yeah, you did.
Amazing pronunciation. Letter G, correspondence received from New Zion Temple Church, requesting permission to have a parade on August 3rd, 2024, starting at 11 a.m. with attached route, and requesting the presence of fire trucks and police cars for the parade. And I know we've done this before, but this is right. No.
recommendation to approve the request and forward to PD and FD for follow-up.
And I concur. Letter H, correspondence received from Cassandra Dominguez requesting to block off the 7100 block of Van Buren Avenue on Saturday, July 13th, 2024, from 1:30 PM until 10 PM for a birthday party with signatures attached. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
They're there, though,
Recommendation to approve.
and I concur. Letter I, correspondence received from Alexander Villa, 2350 Birch Avenue, requesting to block off the side street of 124th to the alley on July 13th, 2024, from 2 PM until 8 PM for a birthday party. The alley. Yeah. I think it's.
Recommend approval.
And I concur. Letter J, correspondence received from Ephraim Dorsey requesting a new late rental registration hearing date due to him not receiving the original letter setting the hearing. How do you get the findings
and
but not the
letter.
hearing? So
Okay.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. I recommend that we deny this request.
And I concur. Number 8, matters from board members. Do you have anything?
I do. There is a letter of thanks from Apostle Darnell and Pastor Adrian Lee of True Word Evangelistic Outreach Ministries for allowing the street closings for their Father's Day taste of the grills and for the community. That was recently had on June 18th.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Okay. Number 9, new business. Letter A, funding allocation request form requesting $68,000 of 5th District Gaming Fund be allocated for the Dowling Park Pond work submitted for approval.
I recommend the approval.
And I concur. Letter B, resolution and intergovernmental agreement with Hammond Department of Redevelopment for the transfer of property located at 1237 Highland Street and 1241 Highland Street submitted for approval.
Yes, these are parcels owned by the city. It's over in the Memorial Park area, and these are parcels that are going to be placed, I believe, on the market by the Department of Redevelopment for single-family home development.
Okay.
Request its approval. And then forward to redevelopment over to Cynthia so they can get it on their agenda. Thank you.
Recommendation to approve and to forward to redev.
And I concur. Letter C, right-of-way permits. It looks like there's 6 of them received from engineering, submitted for approval.
Yes. So the 3 major ones are from Passion, one being an overnight closure for 65th, putting in loops detection. Another one, 65th, is for just a parking lane closure during the day to do some side work. And another one is extending to, let me see, the closure of Hammond till August 12th due to the fact that the Federal Railroad, they inspect the work and there's a little bit of a snafu with the signal. So they need to figure that out and the timing of the signal because the CSX tracks are right by there too.
That one is by the old St. Margaret's? That light, is that the one you're talking about?
It's on Hammond up north somewhat, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out which light that is, but,
Yeah.
okay.
And another one's Jeff Callahan requested a driveway apron. He's building a new house on Missouri, which is a good thing. 5454 AT&T, Homan for AT&T. Nothing into Homan Avenue at all. Bruce, he gave the authorization of his blessing for that one. Kathy from Salyer Plumbing, to do a work, that came in late. And another one was for, it's up by the state line by 106th Street, which they submitted to the building department in April, and it needs to be contingent upon the water department giving it okay. He was out of town, so there's only a small piece in Hammond. I thought it would work with the water, but I still want their blessing. And they're gonna start after the 4th of July, so the following week.
So Mark, there's only, out of the 6, there's only one that has a road closure?
Yes,
Which one's that one again?
that's the Homan would be extended. The other one would be 165th by the tracks, just overnight, from
Overnight?
9 to 5 in the morning.
Okay, and you guys are gonna put signs out or whatever?
Yes, there's a detour like when it was totally closed.
And the one that you have to wait on the water department, we need to okay that today, even though we're waiting on them?
They want to get it done. It's like across town with Chicago, so it's all the way up in that area.
And you
it
said
comes
there's only a
down.
little piece in Hammond?
There's only a little piece that crosses into Indianapolis Boulevard. And I explained it to them to do a contingency on that, and they were fine with that, but they wanted to start after the 4th of July.
Okay, thank you, Mark, yeah,
Thank you.
Okay, recommendation to approve.
and I concur. Moving on to letter D, disposal authorizations received from the police department submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
And I,
Did I make a motion?
yeah.
Recommendation. Sorry about that, Linda, thank you.
and I concur.
Me on my toes, Jeff. Leaving me out
Letter
there.
E, request for a late rental registration hearing submitted for approval.
I recommend that that date be July 18th, 2024.
And I concur. Letter F, request for a late business license hearing submitted for approval. Yeah, same.
Okay, recommendation for July 18th, 2024 as well.
And I concur. Okay. Letter G, garage sale permit submitted for approval. Did you check these other ones?
Okay. I recommend the approval of all the garage sale permits with the exception of 4323 Henry and 444 Highland Street.
And I concur. Okay, number 10, old business, letter A, 5235 State Line.
Good morning, Mr. President and
Good morning.
Board. These are demo statuses. 5235 State Line, of course, is the old music store on State Line Avenue.
Yep.
It was last before the board on March 28th, and they signed a first extension to the rehab agreement, which expires July 1st. So we are here for an update from Mr. Luter.
If we remember, this was held up by a plumbing issue. They got that taken care of. I'm happy to report that the rough inspections for both first and second floor passed last week. Work is proceeding, and if we need another rehab extension, I have no
Do
problem.
we, or are
voting it.
you okay with taking it off, or you want to leave it on?
I would leave it on there. They haven't got to that point yet.
Okay, so we need a new, what do you want, 90-day?
Yeah, new 90-day agreement.
Okay, can we please set a status for 90 days? Sometime around October 1?
October 3rd.
Yep.
Recommendation is set for status for October 3rd, 2024.
And I concur. Good with that one?
I'm fine with that.
Letter B, 4749 Hickory Street.
Okay, 4749 Hickory. This was before the board on March 28th, 2024. The rehab agreement expires July 1st. It was the final extension, just so you know, we entitled it final extension because we had an agreement. A first
Sorry,
extension.
ma'am, can you go? Sorry, go ahead.
And just FYI, this was back in December of '23, there was a new owner. It was actually the old owner back on the property. They needed a rehab agreement. The rehab agreement was signed with a 4/1/24 completion date is what the owner let the board know. Then we set it for status on 3/22. It was, I'm sorry, 3/28 or 3/22, I can't read my notes, in March sometime. And we set the status for today with a final extension of the rehab agreement for July 1. So that's where we're at.
Good morning. Could you give us your name?
Good morning. Yes, my name is Maritza.
Okay,
Maritza,
Lizama Gomez.
okay, can you spell
And-
that?
Yes, it's Maritza. Last name is Lizama hyphen
Liza.
MA hyphen GOMEZ.
Okay, and are you the owner, ma'am?
Correct.
And you are the individual owner, not a company?
It's under my LLC. Yes.
What's the LLC's name?
It is JMG RE LLC.
JMG
Investments, sorry.
JMG
RE
Investments?
Investments LLC, yes.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. JMG
RE,
Investments,
Yes.
LLC. Okay.
and so we had some issues with the plumbing. We had somebody that we were gonna contract, and they wanted all the money up front, which was the first time we worked with them. We didn't feel secure to do that. We searched elsewhere. They told us that they were gonna apply for the permits, and they never did. So actually, we went back, and we have a contract with the first person, and we have it right here, to get the permits for that line that's needed. So we've completed everything else. We've passed the inspections on the rough. And we've done the final on electrical, but not the final overall, just waiting on this plumbing, and then to pick up the debris from the garage, and that's it.
So the final extension is signed by Incomparable
Yes,
Real Estate
that's my company.
Investments LLC, which is not JMG
I'm sorry,
RE
yeah.
Investments LLC.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So who's the owner?
It's Incomparable Investments.
Okay,
Yeah.
so does JMG RE Investments
That's-
LLC have anything to do with this
That's
property?
also my company.
I
No,
understand it's your company. Does it have anything to do with the property?
No, I got
Okay,
confused with that. I'm
So
sorry.
Ms. Maritza Lizama Gomez did sign it, but through a different
Correct.
company back in March, so. Mr. Luter's indicated that if we could keep this on a kind of a short timeline, so he can get in there and do final
I
inspections.
think
maybe
30
like a
days would be
3-week.
more than suffice.
We'd like 3 weeks.
okay. I agree with the 3 weeks, and the reason I do is because we went from March until today, and we're just finding out about your plumbing issue. Did you contact anybody from the city and tell them you were having an issue?
I was contacting Bill,
Okay,
yeah, just to
Okay.
keep updated with everything.
okay, but you do think you can complete it in 3 weeks?
Yes, it's gonna be actually complete this next week, but just to give it a little bit more time, we should be good.
Do we want to do
25th.
July 18th or the 25th, Kev?
Can't do that.
Let's go,
Or
can we
25th?
go the first week in August, because I'm actually going to be out the 25th.
August 1st?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to have a status hearing that day, ma'am, and hopefully you're completed by then, okay?
Yes, we should be. Thank you so much.
Recommendation to set this for status for August 1st, 2024.
And I concur. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you very much.
Okay. Letter C, 6946 Arizona.
6946 Arizona was up for status on April 18th. Mr. Rhodes did appear at that point, and there was substantial work being done. The fence was down, the back was fixed, and I know he was working on the exterior. It's my understanding that the exterior is completely rehabbed, which is great news, and that we're down to just the interior. Mr. Kearney's recommendation is to rescind the findings in order and release it from the demolition list. But if you got pictures to show the board, please do, because I heard it's a
Yeah.
great work. So,
We like to see success stories.
that property always had a lot of potential.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a great property. It's actually a pretty unique property in that area, so I'm really pleased that Mr. Rhodes took the project on. So we're going to, I'd request a motion by the board to release and rescind the findings in order.
A recommendation to rescind and release the demo order
Thank you.
findings.
And I concur. Thank you, sir. Letter D, 6349 through 51 Jefferson.
Yeah, so you may recall, I don't see her on the video. She usually will make the
We
video.
we
This-
spoke, I told her she
You
needed to
did?
appear today.
Okay,
yes.
so just to set the record, then I'll turn it over to Mr. Luter. Last time we were here was April 25th, 2024. Remember Christina Fulton? She was the daughter.
Yes.
And of the person who had passed away, her dad. And she was talking to a Dynasty Real Estate Property Solutions, and she was in process of doing the estate, because she needed to get her dad's estate open so she could transfer to to hopefully a purchaser. And she was going to get us the estate cause number once that was opened. I haven't received that. It was set for status today.
I haven't received that either. I forgot that was needed. Her story to me in an email was they have a court date for the probate hearing on the 1st. They hope to close that by July 5th, so she has ownership of the house and proceed with the sale to this company or somebody else.
Could you, I would suggest that a August 1st date to just keep this on a short timetable, and also ask Mr. Luter to forward me the cause number if he could.
I don't
Get
have it, but I
if you
will
can get
ask
it from
for
her.
it.
And if
I
you
will
could
ask
even
for it,
get the
yeah.
name of the estate, I can look it up. but-
Okay.
Okay, thank
We can
you.
do that.
Recommendation to set this for status for August 1st, 2024.
And I concur. Letter E, 2314 Indianapolis Boulevard.
I saw the owner here.
She's here. She's asked me to speak for her because she gets a little nervous.
I do
Okay.
too, so I understand.
So just to set the record, we were here in February, 2/22/24. Mr. Luter indicated that the owner needed an additional 90 days to repair. We are past the expiration deadline, so we are looking for a status update on this property.
All right, and I met with the owner briefly, as you saw in the hallway. She had a difference of opinion with her current contractor. She has another contractor lined up, ready to go. They believe within the next 30 to 45 days, they can close up the house and be ready to go like we had hoped.
So does
if
that
you
mean
want-
like finals in 30 to 50?
Finals in 30 to 45 days. So if you want to try August 1st,
August
maybe?
1st again, why don't we do that August 1st date?
Okay?
Okay. Recommendation to set the matter for status for August 1st, 2024.
And I concur. Thank you. Lastly, letter F, 251 Detroit.
I saw Mrs. De La Paz here, and here she is. Last time we were here, she reported that the roof was done, inspections are ongoing. We were gonna have a rehab agreement for her. I know she's emailed me, and I think I responded to you, did I?
You have.
Okay, good, I was nervous that I didn't,
We
but
were back and forth,
I was
so-
like, oh my God, did I respond? I did. She had just some questions about like, what was going on with the house and kind of for plumbing and new electrical, does she need to get a contractor? And,
No.
but that was a while ago. So you want to go ahead, Ms. De La Paz, and report to the board what's going on?
No, I was aware of the electric and plumbing had to be a contractor, I mean.
How far along are you right now?
Well, right now, they just finished up it's been a month, 2 months that they finished my roof, but I'm still paying off that, which they did the garage and my property
Okay.
with gutters and my stairs.
So what are the expectations? When do you expect it to be done?
The plumbing and the electrical,
Yes.
I have to get estimate first for that. But I had a question if the other stuff, like putting up drywall, do I have to get a contractor for that? Because I would be able to do that myself.
Yeah, you probably would need a contractor for that. Yeah, I mean, I think, so my recollection is Ms. De La Paz is in the home with her family, and she's doing her best to kind of do what she can financially to kind of keep things moving. And we're happy with the fact that the roof got done, because that was a really big deal.
I
and
do
it was a
remember
big
that, yeah,
project.
yeah.
And so that's really positive, and obviously it shows us that she wants to fix the property up and maintain it, which is awesome. So I don't know if Mr. Luter has a recommendation on how to proceed.
As Chief of Inspections Kearney and I were just talking, we've discussed it before. The electrical and plumbing work all has to be done by licensed contractors. Whatever walls they open up to do the electrical upgrade, or there was mold-like substance, can't say it was mold-like substance, that remediation would have to be done by somebody who knows what they're doing. But as far as replacing any damaged drywall, replacing drywall that comes down, as long as the electrical upgrade passes inspection before, we don't have a problem with her as a homeowner doing that work without contractor. But the licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing has to be followed.
Is there a recommendation on what order that should go in, or is there a usual order that proceeds?
Well, no, they'd have, the electrical would get upgraded. They'd have to probably knock out walls to make sure everything was, or at least knock out sections of walls.
But it sounds like electrical or plumbing, which one should be fixed? Which one's worse? It doesn't matter?
And I think the electrical is a more major issue than the
Okay.
plumbing. I mean, plumbing's not gonna start a fire and burn the house down. So I would start with electrical if it were me, if I were in her situation.
And Ms. De La Paz, what is are you planning on trying to get an estimate for the electric? Okay.
Yeah. One of my coworkers, her son works in a company, so I'm gonna ask him, well, the company he works with to come over and see how much is it gonna be, and go from there.
Well, we want to work with you, and we just want to make sure things keep progressing.
Yeah, I
And that
have been
you don't-
doing
you
some
don't get-
cleaning up outside.
Yeah, so,
and-
do we need to set a status for a couple weeks or something?
Yeah. Yeah, it does come down, I think we need to set a status. The other thing that the board is gonna probably have to consider at some point, once she gets the estimate, is the necessity of a bond. Because obviously, if we're having her post a bond and also try to pay, I mean, a lot of times, I feel more comfortable recommending a waiver of the bond or a consideration of waiver of the bond to the board, where we have a homeowner in the house doing the, getting work done.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I would just ask Ms. De La Paz to kind of hop on the electrical estimates pretty quickly so we can know that it's still moving
Yeah,
forward
I'll do that, soon.
soon. As in,
Hopefully
like-
this month.
Okay, so.
Well, yeah,
next month,
considering
July,
this month,
right?
yeah.
So if we set it for August 1st again to kind of see where you're at in the estimate?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Recommendation is set for status for August 1st, 2024.
And I concur, but, ma'am, just make sure that if you're having issues with anything, contact the city. Don't wait till August 1st and then come in and say you had issues
Oh,
of
no,
some kind.
no, I emailed them.
Okay, please do,
Yeah,
okay.
she's in good email contact. She emails.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, have a
Thank
good day.
you. You too.
The meeting's now open to the public, even though there's no public here.
I think you said that, that name that you had problems with a lot of deference. I think you handled that properly.
Thank you, I practiced all morning.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Okay,
Recommendation to adjourn.
and I concur.